Yes, brothers and sisters, hope everyone's well. This one's gone straight out to Jack Draper. You know, big shout out, Jack Draper. Met him for the first time in person down at BKFC 37. You know, I got backstage and I went to sort of meet a few of the fighters in the dressing room. You know, my pal Gary Fox was there, and that was the red corner, I believe. Could be wrong. Regardless, you know, I got in there and I met a few of the lads, and it was nice, and I met Jack for the first time. You know, and I must say, he's the same person in the flesh, you know, as what we see on YouTube. You know, he's got a very polite way about him. You know, you can see he's a nice-natured lad. I met his missus briefly as well. She seems a lovely girl. But, you know, I just want to say to Jack, well done. You know, well done on your fight, because, you know, I know you're not stupid enough to read into these comments and, you know, what people say. I mean, everyone seems to be an expert all of a sudden, you know, and I know you're not daft enough to be taking this stuff personal and that, you know, what people say. At the end of the day, everyone is entitled to opinion, you know, I'm aware of that. Everybody's entitled to opinion, you know, but when it comes to, you know, people being, you know, rather rude and almost crossing the line, you know, the fact of the matter is, you know, 99% of people out there, you know, wouldn't do what we do, can't do what we do, you know, and what we do requires enormous metaphorical balls. You know, it's rough. It's a rough game, you know, to say the least. It's rough. But on Jack's opponent, you know, I just want to say how good he was, you know, how awkward he was. You see these lads from MMA, K1, kickboxing, Muay Thai type backgrounds, you know, they can be quite difficult for boxers to deal with, you know, and they're difficult to prepare for. You know, you can't really replicate them in the gym, in sparring, and you know, they have difficult and, you know, unorthodox stances, and the switch, and they throw punches on different trajectories. You know, they don't come on the same angles as a conventional boxer's punches would come from. So like I say, they're difficult to prepare for, you know, but I just want to say well done, Jack, because he was in that fight until it was over. You know, there was one point where Jack, he hurt his opponent with a right hand as he was just closing the distance. He was just coming onto it, and you could see it definitely registered. You know, his body language changed. He sort of went to grab hold of Jack, you know, and it definitely bothered him, that shot. But then the punch that finished Jack was, you know, it was what it was. You know, I think Jack will tell you that he lost to the better man on the night. You know, that opponent of his was very, very athletic. You know, he was quick for a heavyweight, you know, and he had power. And he was unorthodox and, you know, quite slippery, I might say. But I just want to say, you know, once again, well done, Jack. You know, I know you'll be back. I look forward to seeing you again. All the best, my man. Stick in, get back in the gym, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now, bro.